And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. Rajon Rondo has been sensational.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
Knicks trail by 6. At the 2 and 3, it's Avery Bradley and Jeff Green. Jared Sullinger is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Rondo in at the 1. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Stoudemire. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shot clock at 6. Calderon for 3. Jared Sullinger pulls it in.
Jared Sullinger last season unleashed as a scorer with Boston embarking on their rebuilding project. He got more opportunities in the paint. He started to fire away from deep. His shooting percentages weren't great, but I thought it was an excellent season for Sullinger, exploring his game and trying to expand it.
Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And it's 6 points for Jared Sullinger. New York shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Smith dishes to Carmelo from downtown, and that is good. Anthony's got 13.
And Sullinger was given the green light from long range. He's got a nice shooting stroke for a big guy, and the Celtics are hoping he can become a bit like Kevin Love. But he managed only mid-20s from behind the arc. So the experiment hampered
his shooting just a bit.
Yeah, with his high skill level, I would expect him to improve his shooting with time. You know, even if he's less of a focal point for their offense. Well, Jared Sullinger grew up with the game. His father was a demanding high school coach, and the word is that Jared was actually doing footwork drills at the age of 2, shooting regulation free throws by 3. You see how strong he is, and he's got a great IQ and skill for the game.
And so he hits both. And Sullinger's father coaching him to a state title his junior season at Northland High School.
Yeah, Sat's one of the outstanding high school coaches in the state of Ohio, enjoying retirement now. And, you know, the season prior to that, they'd been eliminated from the playoffs after his father, sat Jared down for failing to turn in a school assignment. He was sending Jared a message, no shortcut, athletically or academically. Message was received.
Absolutely. Now D'Alembert, after the missed 3 by Carmelo, goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Jeff Green picks one up.
Well, we now know that Carmelo Anthony was battling through a torn rotator cuff and a torn labrum in the 2013 playoffs. Surgery seemed likely, and he would have missed the start of last season, but instead he went for a combination of rest and rehab, and that did the trick, and he seemed really healthy all year.
That free throw, no good. And for Carmelo, he took a risk in not opting for surgery on that left shoulder.
Yeah, great to see that it healed without the surgery. His upper body can take a lot of punishment because he is a physical player. He invites contact as a scorer who gets to the line as much as he does. So nice to see that he'll be healthy, and he'll probably put in about 25 to 27 a night, which has been his norm throughout his career.
Well, last season, that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Nick, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency. And Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having the choice, I think is something that a lot of players crave during their careers.
Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the first one drops.
Contract than any other team could offer, but given their struggles, it still had to be a tough decision for him.
So he gets them both.
Well, kind of ironic that Melo said he wanted to experience free agency. If he just waited and signed with the Knicks in July back in 2011, that team would have been left with a lot more assets and players who could have helped him win.
Now here's Anthony. 14 points for him. Calderon passes to Stoudemire. Calderon kicks to D'Alembert. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics leading by 6. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Jared Solinger has developed some very thick skin during his time in the league. Solinger said, "Because I had Satch Solinger as a coach. So I learned early that it's not how loud he's saying it, it's what he's saying. I was blessed to have an angry coach." It's very hard to get into Jared's head, guys.
It is indeed. Thank you, Doris. Now here's Anthony. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Smith dishes to Calderon. Pass to Stoudemire. Clock at 6. Rondo against Calderon. Tries again. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Rondo against Calderon. The drive by Rondo, and he gets it to go.
The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Samuel D'Alembert, a 6'11" shot blocker and rebounder. His numbers are solid, but he seems to have a way of wearing out his welcome with coaches. You notice he's played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons.
And last season, D'Alembert, a bit of a stopgap for Dallas. He faced his share of critiques from Coach Carlin regarding conditioning Clark and focus.
In addition to that, somewhat turnover-prone too, Kevin. He can pick up careless fouls as well, but when you're an athletic 6'11" and can make free throws and finish around the basket, you'll always have a home in the NBA.
Rondo against Calderon. Assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
New York calls timeout.
Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU, pick and pop and power forward. That mid-range shot is a strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years as well.
Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Shumpert's checked in. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Now here's Shumpert. The dish to Stoudemire. Stoudemire, right side. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And Bass is much more of an offensive-minded big man. At 6'8", he's not a big-time defender or rebounder. His job really is to space the floor and put points on the board.
Here's Green. 10 points for him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one's on Anthony. And Brandon Bass earning the nickname No Pass Bass. Steve, more career turnovers than assists.
Yeah, but that's his role, Kevin. You know, when he's open, knock it down. And what I like about Bass is that he has improved his defense considerably. The last couple of years with Doc Rivers in Boston, that was something that Doc really emphasized.
The free throw drops for Green. Well, the problem for the Knicks last year is that they didn't really do any one thing in an outstanding way.
Well, a lot of people wonder how they missed the playoffs, but when you look at them and analyze them, they were really an average team.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, even with the weakness of the Eastern Conference last year, the Knicks unable to get into the postseason. It was a subpar year across the board. They're looking to bounce back now.
Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Well, you know, when you look at most playoff teams, how they play and what they rely on night in and night out, the Knicks didn't have any of that.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And he hits the first of 3. And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Boston. Good on the second free throw.
Well, you know, the news was mostly bad for the Celtics, but there was some good news last year. They announced they'll be renovating their arena to make it more state-of-the-art.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3. And with the Celtics in this building, guys, it isn't falling apart by any means, but the fans have been wanting an update.
And from what I understand, I mean, they're going all out. I mean, the arena turns 20 years old this season, and it's going to get a 2-decade facelift in terms of amenities and convenience.
And so it's New York with it. They trail by 9 points. On the wing, Shumpert. He's guarded by Thornton. Now here's Calderon. He's got 7. A shot by Stoudemire, no good.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit. Tell you what, I think the Knicks need to change their strategy against Green.
13 points and 4 assists.
Let's just take a moment to appreciate the all-around effort that he's put in here today.
The numbers tell the story, Steve. He is filling up just about every column of that box sheet.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game. As far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Calderon kicks to Stoudemire. New York moving it around. On the wing, Shumpert. 3-pointer. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. That's 7 points for Iman Shumpert. Boston leading by 8. Pass with a screen for Smart. Out to the right wing. Green left side. 6 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away, the Knicks pull it in. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Now, Smart after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Smart with the ball. Now Anthony defending, and the wide open shot from Green. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. New York's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. New York calls timeout.
Well, analytics are here to stay, and Marcus Smart is one of the higher-rated prospects when you look at the analytics. He's got a high rate of steals and rebounds, which is always something that typically translates well to the pro game. Both of those things reflect his competitive spirit, and it's obvious this young man goes at it full throttle when he's on the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Olynyk comes in for Brandon Bass. Young is subbed in for Jeff Green. Then for the Knicks, Smith comes in for Samuel Dallenberg, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Stoudemire. Now here's Anthony. He's got 14. Uses the glass to drop it in. Anthony's got 16 points. And Smart with great size and athleticism for the point guard position. 6'3", 6'9" wingspan. He looks big and plays even bigger.
I think he's an old-school combo guard. I mean, he's got point guard skills and leadership ability, can penetrate, he can finish. But I think he's just a guard that you'll win with because he does not only the things you highlight and measure, but he also does the intangibles too.
And the basket by Olynyk. He's got 6.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Shumpert passes to Anthony. Back to Anthony. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's now 18 points for Carmelo Anthony. Celtics leading by 9. Smart kicks to Sullinger. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Now Calderon. He has 7. He feeds it to Hardaway. Anthony left side. Smith dishes to Shumpert. Clock at 6. Now here's Calderon. Tight defense on him, and it's blocked. They get it back. Anthony, the pass to Hardaway. Misses from close range. For Boston, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Smart kicks to Thornton. Shot off the pick. Off the left rim and out.
Good sets, good offensive sets are built on solid screens, and that was an example of how you don't want to set a pick.
Now here is Smith. Calderon dishes to Shumpert. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Boston making some changes. Wallace comes in for Sullinger, and Turner subbed in for Young. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for New York. Celtics leading by 9. Outside for Thornton. Feeds it to Smart. On the wing, Wallace. That drops.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Knicks trail by 11. Here's Prigioni. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. No good on the 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Now here's Smart, guarded closely. Can't get it to go. The Knicks shooting an efficient 53% from the field. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Prigioni. Turner covering, and Turner with the block. 1:31 left in the third. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. The pass to Olynyk, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony.
Kelly Olynyk out of Gonzaga was a point guard for the majority of his high school career before a growth spurt shot him up to 7 feet tall. You can see the result of playing point guard for so long. He's a big man with shooting and ball handling skills of a much smaller player.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Olynyk, growing up in a basketball family, his father a coach at the collegiate level, also coached his own kids. His mother a longtime referee. So Kelly's instincts and understanding of the game certainly have benefited from that wealth of knowledge growing up.
And Olynyk in his final season at Gonzaga, leading Division I basketball, Clark, and player efficiency rating.
Well, we know the analytics guys are going to love this, but he shot 63% from the field, Kevin, even shooting a number of shots from the perimeter. And the survey of NBA GMs ranked him the top steal of the draft, and I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, he's a big guy that's mobile, skilled, with tremendous upside.
Celtics leading by 13. Smart passes to Wallace. Right side Turner. Wallace kicks to Smart. 40 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Thornton, puts the fadeaway right on the money. Thornton's got 7 points.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Here's Prigioni. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hardaway from outside. Rebound Boston. Turner with it. He has 6. And here's Thornton. And it's Thornton again missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 15. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Boston leading by 15. Now here's Rondo and New York looking at who they've got. Shumpert and Anthony are at the forward slots. J.R. Smith out there with Pablo Prigioni. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5. Now here is Smith after the miss from Evan Turner. And Prigioni kicks to Anthony. The 17-footer. 6 to shoot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Well, the Celtics shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
And the Celtics making a change here. Green's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Samuel Dalembert, who's checked in for Iman Shumpert. The free throw drops for Bass.
And what was really the big shock in the East last season, the Knicks failed to make the playoffs. This from a team many expected to challenge for a spot in the conference finals. Just didn't happen.
And so it's Boston with it. Upside Rondo. And the rejection by Stoudemire. Smith right side. Dishes it to Prigioni. Puts up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics leading by 13. Outside Bradley. Now the feed to Rondo. To the paint. It's stolen by Dalembert. Smith outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's Rondo. Bass with a screen for Rondo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Green. The tray. And good on the basket. Book it. Green's got 13 points in the second half.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Knicks trail by 13. And Prigioni kicks to Smith. Anthony dishes to Smith.
And ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Now here's Bradley. He kicks to Rondo. Outside Green. Back to Rondo. Outside Bradley. Right side Bradley. Pass to Wallace. A second chance effort. Bass's shot. Good. And the Celtics lead by 12.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Jared Sullinger's checked in for Gerald Wallace. Jose Calderon, he's checked in for New York. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
Boston leading by 12. Rondo with it. Now Smith defending. Rondo against Smith. Rondo kicks to Green. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. 23 points for Jeff Green.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
And the shot is good.
Boy, beautiful assist. That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high. That is good. Green's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Great second half. I mean, he came out of that locker room ready to play.
Pass to Stoudemire. Rondo against Calderon. Anthony, the pass to Stoudemire. New York moving it around. Back to Calderon. The shot will not go. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
Bradley with the ball. Now Smith defending. Puts it up. And Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. And that's now 11 points for Avery Bradley. Knicks trail by 16. Calderon dishes to Stoudemire. Anthony right side. And the shot is good. Anthony's got 20 points.
Yeah, he's been the key cog in their offense with the way he shot the ball.
His percentage today beyond impressive. Certainly not his fault the score is what it is.
Now here's Rondo. Right side Bradley. Inside, Bass. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Take a look at what Bass has done. 9 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Now, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside.
Shooting for Boston, Brandon Bass will be at the line shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens of the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job.
And so Bass nails both of them. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities, as do I.
Here is Rondo after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. And it's Bradley off the drive. Dallenberg grabs the board. Dallenberg's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's the Knicks with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Rondo against Calderon. Smith kicks to Anthony. He dishes it to Dallenberg. Baseline J on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, he's really stood out for his club today. Even though they're struggling a little bit, he's doing his part.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Green. Back to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Boston, no good that time either. Knicks trail by 12. It's Anthony with the drive. That's good. Anthony's got 24 points.
Boy, they're getting into a real groove from inside the three-point line, knocking down those mid-range jump shots.
Yeah, in fact, that's the shot they've used from that range, Clark, to get 8 of their last 10 points.
Now here's Rondo. The dish to Green. Fade away. That drops. Green's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Here's Stoudemire. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Bass with it. Now Stoudemire defending. And he gets it to go. And it's 29 points for Jeff Green.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Calderon against Rondo. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bradley. Kicks it to Rondo. Sullinger a screen on Calderon. Rondo passes to Green. It's rebounded by New York. Dallenberg's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 6 assists now in the game. And it's Rondo penetrating. It's stolen by Dallenberg. Lots of room. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Calderon against Rondo. Outside, Green. Bass's shot, good. Bass has got 9 points in the quarter.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Knicks trail by 11. Calderon kicks to Smith. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by Smith. The Celtics shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Bradley dishes to Rondo. Back to Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 13.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Calderon against Rondo. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Shoots it. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. 28 points for Carmelo Anthony.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And it's Rondo penetrating. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Calderon with it. Now guarded by Bradley. D'Alembert passes to Anthony. From the wing. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Now here's Rondo. They set the pick. Up top, Sullinger. Bradley kicks to Green. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Rondo. Smith drives in to the inside. Here's Calderon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Checking out the game Jose Calderon is having. He has 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
At the line for Knicks, Jose Calderon, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. And Calderon drops them both. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Boston leading by 7. Now Rondo. Outside Bradley. Outside Green. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. Here's Sullinger. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Pretty bad defense letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know it's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Check out the game for Sullinger. 12 points and the 2 nice steals as well.
You know, he's been so good at both ends of the floor, guys, but what's impressed me the most is his offensive performance.
I don't know, Steve. I think the work he's done defensively has been pretty impressive, too.
Calderon dishes to Carmelo. No good with the triple.
Oh, he's just launching from the three-point line right now because I don't like his shot selection at all.
Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. Green against Calderon. 5 to shoot. Sullinger, no good. New York's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. J.R. Smith on the wing. Fires for 3, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Smith. And that's now 33 points for Carmelo Anthony. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the Celtics, Rajon Rondo will be at the line shooting 2.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Jacks up a three. Feeds it to Calderon. Lets it go with a three. Shot is off. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Congratulations on this win, Gerald. And how was this team able to come out and get your presence established?
I think defensively we came out and established ourselves from the get-go defensively. We played aggressive. We took them out of everything they wanted to do, forced some turnovers, and we were able to get out in the open floor.
This is a dangerous team in the open floor, Gerald. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Jeff Green.